Hello to my subscribers who has find it in their heart to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. As we left home, they gave us advice. They gave us this advice of take care of yourself, don't embarrass me, don't disgrace me, be a good child, whatever they said to us at home before we left. But our parents didn't know that Europe is like we get here, whatever we see here, we face it. There is no manner to live in Europe. Mostly when you don't come with a permanent stay, a permanent visa that will keep you here. So there's no manner to you getting paper. There's no manner to you living here, who you're going to marry, where you're going to meet him. There's no manner to that. It's good they give us advice. We have it every time at the back of our mind, and it helps us a lot. It supports us. It reminds us when we are trying to overstep boundaries. Yes. So I set some boundaries for myself. Some of those boundaries were, I'm not going to have a boyfriend in Europe, but I will need to get married. Then I started studying as a Jehovah's Witness, I started studying the Bible to be a Jehovah's Witness at home, to have myself a little bit on another lane. Then I got here, luckily, before 1 year, I got baptized as a Jehovah's Witness. Then it gives me some protection not to expose myself, and the fact that I was living with my sister helped me also, that I had somebody to see as parents, somebody to look up to, not to go places maybe you expected me to go to at my 20s. Then staying here and not having somebody who you can hope on and say, this person is going to marry me. I have to bring out the manuals which I have already written. Things I've said to myself and promises I've made to myself in Africa before I start coming. Like a man who I'm going to see as somebody who is a little bit more wiser than me. Someone who I should have respect for. This choosing a partner is not every man you see that you have fear or respect for. I was really looking for somebody that I will have fear and respect for, in the sense that I'm not going to try to overshadow the person. I'm going to have a little bit deeper respect for them. When he talk, I'll be listening. This me having somebody who is in another level than me will make me see that person here and me a little bit down. And trying to find somebody on a normal ground is another thing that helped me. Because when I start going to the person as a boyfriend, I want to be your girlfriend, and yes, I want to be your boyfriend, things like that, and we start a relationship, I'm going to be seeing the person with the pretense, with the acting, whatever the person is playing in that relationship. I won't be seeing it clearly. There's nothing like knowing somebody you just know like this without any plan of achieving or being the person's that kind of romantic friend. Then you have a clear eye. You're not in love with this person. You don't know who this person is deeper. It gives you the chance to really study the person, to weigh the person, assess the person, and really know if this marriage will work with you and the person. So this is what I did. I practiced this. I gave it a thought years before I came to Germany. And this really helped me to not let feelings block my eyes, to not let whatever I'm going to get from this person be my problem. Because here we are not hungry, we are not all that so desperate to get what we are. I don't know why we have where we're living, we are comfortable somehow. I don't know why this I should rush into any relationship and not knowing if this relationship is going to work or not. Though sometimes we see these things and we wouldn't see how difficult it's going to be, because you can't really see somebody and know that finished seeing the person, there's nothing else I'm going to say, I have it all, it's all clear how the person is. Like, no, reactions to things we say, things we do, reactions to situations, the life we are living, if we are poor or rich, if the person is sick, getting aggressive, the person is drunk, smoking, whatever the person takes, the reactions that comes in that situation you're in is also another problem. So as a single woman, for me to step into a relationship in Germany, I already took that decision that if it's not marriage, nothing else. It must be marriage. Me and the person have to come to agreement. Why I told you guys that I was sure I'm going to marry a stranger, because I didn't have time for dating. there'll be no time for me for dating, because I said, who is going to carry me around here in Germany as a handbag? At the end of it, the person will not marry me. There's this kind of pride that's in some of the men, that they don't even value you as anything because they are so proud, so full of themselves. This also we have in women. I needed that also not. This is why I wanted to see the person in a normal level. Who is this person I'm meeting now, before I can start thinking of marriage, so that the person can give me exactly who he is before I walk into this marriage. Intimidation. It won't be good for me to have a man who will intimidate me, that I wouldn't have a say in that marriage. I needed to have a say. I wanted it to be like a partnership, that we are in this together. We try to achieve and survive together. I want to have a share of my own opinion. I want to discuss things with the person in order for us to come up as a team and bring out our problems, reason together, and look for a way to achieve it. This is what I was looking for in a partner. I wouldn't want somebody to see respect as whenever you say something that favors you, then respect is one has to indulge into it. I have to just accept it and indulge into it. I wanted somebody who will see me as a person who reasons well, that the person can come to me and we discuss this thing and we try to weigh our options to find a solution to some of our problems. I needed somebody who will come home and tell me things that happened outside, like a friend kind of relationship, who will come home and tell me the truth about what happened outside. Someone who won't be ashamed to tell me when he fell. Like a kind of a window, knowing the person, really how the person is like. I wanted the relationship. I wanted love. I wanted to share. I wanted to... I know some of you will think, yeah, why are you wishing for all these things? Wish is not something that we say, yeah, I'm going to go there now and I'm going to wish for this. You long for this. It's you seeing yourself wanting something. It's not something a single mother is saying, yeah, because I'm a single mother, I have the right to this, I have the right to... No. It's like you saying today, I want to eat grease, Banku or wherever you live, or Gare, swallow. And you say, I want to eat swallow today. Sometimes we cannot decide, this is the soup I need to eat this swallow with, but we can decide, oh, this is what is hungering me. I feel like eating ogbono soup or egusi. This is what it is for one to have desire. One doesn't decide to say, I desire this, but one long for it. You see yourself falling into this kind of a thing. I needed somebody to fall in love with, because relationship of husband and wife is something you really need to love somebody. You need to love somebody so much to the person's bone, because the person can get crippled tomorrow. The person first, even me, I'm not looking like this like 5-10 years ago. The person, people change. People, a lot of things change. We can add weight, we can lose weight. Anything can change in a human being. Even the way we talk, the shape of our mouths when we talk, many things change in a human being. Even reasoning, that potential you follow the man or woman because of changes. So I needed somebody to really, really love, not somebody to plan to love. I like seeing the person and say, I'm going to this person now because he has all this potential. I'm going to love this person. I needed somebody I would see and I would fall in. I wouldn't know when I fall in love with the person, like when I want to describe or define what love looks like and what it is in English. I would say fall in love. They use this word fall because you don't know where you fall inside. Like the Dutch people will say, wo die Liebe hinfällt. The Dutch people are trying here to say, wherever it falls, this love, wherever it falls, because you don't know where it's going to fall. You don't know the person is going to fall into the person's hand. So I needed somebody to really wholeheartedly fall in love with before I start marrying the person. There's a lot of dream. A younger girl, there's a lot of dream, a lot of decision as a young girl who is coming to Europe. in a strange land where there are no mama, no papa for me to decide that I didn't come here in Europe to make boyfriend. Because at the end of it, just think in your mind, when you put yourself in my position coming here in Europe to get married, how many men here, how many set of hundreds of men are going to say hello to me and tell me they're going to marry me? At the end of it, they're not really serious. They don't even like me in the first place. So I needed to protect myself with this shield, like, no boyfriend. You want to marry me, then you have to be ready. We can start a relationship, maybe outside, like the Jehovah's Witnesses do. Outside, meet in Burger King anywhere, meet outside anywhere, and see each other, make telephone, see each other from time to time. After that, we have this relationship when you're still free to say yes or no. I want you, I don't want you, and you go. Even not a long-time relationship. Then after that, we can start talking about husband and wife. When I say this to some people, they laugh at me. They're like, are you serious? Are you joking? What are you talking about? But that was my wish. To avoid this kind of things that happen to me now. That means getting married and having a child, and at the same time this marriage failed. Though there are no guarantees, but I never wanted this in my life. In case you're seeing one single girl there, and you're seeing her as a prostitute because she got married, she have 2 children, she have 3 children. What she went through in the marriage, you never can tell. Sometimes it's also not the fault of the man you live. Sometimes it could be that the chemistry you have, your lifestyle, how you do your things does not work with the partner you meet. It must not really mean that when the women are out of the marriage, the man is a devil. Or when it goes the other way around, the opposite sex, it means that the woman is a devil. No. But sometimes the chemistry might not work. And when this chemistry did not work of what you want or how you function, then it's difficult for a woman or a man to keep enduring. At the time you keep enduring, you ask yourself, how long? When some people say they have married for 30 years, 40 years, how long will you endure this? And how healthy will it be for you for the rest of your life? You've been in prison. I call this prison when it's not functioning the way it should. It must not really be on my favor, but on the favor of everybody, that everybody's comfortable. You are happy, I'm happy. When it doesn't function like that, how does one stay inside this uncomfortability for a long time? When we talk of money, money is something for me everyone should have access to. Money. Money is not something someone should have and be giving the other person small. And this I needed to discuss with this person, not even discuss too, because when you discuss things with people, they give you their opinion, that thing you want to hear, they shower you with these things you want to hear. You're like, yeah, super, this is what I want, I'm going to marry you. Not knowing exactly what the person, you have to see how the person relates to you. Who is this person really? If the person can be able to give you at least 10%, you could start working with this 10% of what you found out on the ordinary ground where you meet this person, than when the person have already started the relationship with you and doing this on the basis of the person is your boyfriend. This was all what I had planned out for myself. But still, I turned to a single mother. You will hear this and say, no wonder I turned to a single mother. But the reality of life is, for people like us who are straightforward, is that some people might pretend and swallow everything you give them. Like, yeah, sit down here, I give you €5 for a month for you to take care of yourself. I hold this, I hold that, and you just be answering yes. Yeah, they might be there, they are not happy. They might not so really love you as a man. They might not really love you. This thing you people might be having might not also be relationship, but the people just sit down there and watch. So if you're a person who have conscience and you think you want the relationship to be good and everybody to be happy, that for the woman to give you the best of her, for you to get the best of this marriage, best of this relationship, it will be good for us to not to have cheating in it, in everything we do. You drink one cola, Coca-Cola, or a drink, you remember that the woman needs a drink. This is all I'm saying. I'm not trying to say I'm coming to run your life as a man. No, I'm just talking about this partnership, this friendship, this love, this caring, this seeing you as me, you treating me the way you want me to treat you. That's all I'm saying. You have all the powers, all the authority as the husband, all respect, all whatever you deserve as a man, to be the leader, to be the head of the family. But even at that, I thought I should be a helper. I thought I should be someone who supports. When you're not giving me anything to work on, how can you have the best of me? How can you have any quality from me, any idea from me, anything that might lead to sense if I have nothing to say? If I'll just sit down there like a chair and you sit down when you want, and this is all the role I have to play in your life, then for me, how I see it, this marriage will not really work, because I'm thinking all the fortune, all the blessing God has given me as a woman, you have grounded them and smashed them inside the trash. This is what I needed. And where I don't get this, maybe that marriage wouldn't be functioning for me. Just like men want to have their home comfortably to return to, this is how women came also with plan. They have their own plan in the marriage. The part they are going to play to help your life, the part they're going to play as a mother of your children, the part they're going to play, things you wouldn't tell people outside, you need to tell your woman here at home. You need to discuss with her things that you're confused about, that you wouldn't bring this outside to people and say they will think you're stupid, that you point out to your wife and say, is it not good like this, her plan? Even if when she have to say, just say yes, it's enough. She feels she belongs. She has a sense of belonging when it comes to you. I see this woman glow and she function because she is somewhere, she's existing. This is all about that. It's not about a woman to get all the authority and tell you what to do and run your life. Who is she to talk and things like that? So I didn't want something in this relationship. I don't want to feel like I'm shifted aside and your life is just going, or you go to work, I go to work, like this kind of marriage that looks like we are there. How are you people doing? We are just there. No, I didn't want that, because I grew up hearing people sounding this we are just there. No, or look at this okay, or look at it, some funny things they say. This is not what I wanted, and I wanted to really assist, support, to be there, to be loved, or to love somebody, to give this love. I wanted to share. That's my plan before coming to Europe. So I never wanted to have a boyfriend who will, at the end of it, not marry me. This is why I turned Jehovah's Witness. And this is how I went about this marriage. Like marrying people who I didn't got or have relationship with. Like boyfriend-girlfriend relationship with. Before I got married to them. I was on my plan, and I came in peace. I come in peace to share my experience with you about decisions I took before I came to Europe to study and to, in future, get married. And I had this fear at the back of my mind of maybe you go home and marry somebody. After some time, the person wants to go home again, because we had a lot of stories, and marry the person who he likes, because here they think we are wild. That's all. I come in peace. Thank you so much.